Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Facilitate the Culture with Coach Bree. So we're back. We got our landing spot, right? We got our commitment statement. Milaysia Fulwiley to LSU, right? I don't know if everybody is surprised. I know that there's been some talk about it. I know that she said that the rumors were not true and made those rumors. I'm not really here to gossip like that, right? I'm not really here to talk about rumors and all this, right? The rumors that she was going to take a visit weren't true. And, some of y'all so the rumors were true. All right? Maybe she was talking about Ole Miss. Maybe those rumors weren't true. Don't know. Don't particularly care about that, but we know that she has committed to LSU. So when you go back and, just take a look at LSU's play, what I will say, because I had to, before I came and made a correct assessment, right? Because my first thoughts are Michaela Williams, Flage, Milaysia. Everybody's like, yeah. It's like, I know that you guys are fans and you guys just think about super team. Yeah, that's always going to work. It's not always going to work. Not saying that it's not going to work, but just because you have three really, really good players on the team does not mean you're going to win a lot of games. It can also be counterproductive when you have too much of the same, right? Those are three very similar players on the team. Flage. And I was thinking yesterday, okay, Flage is cool. Flage is cool. She's a hooper. Flage, that dog, right? But then I had to go back and watch, a couple games and then go look at, some statistics. Flage is very ball dominant. She wants that rock. And she's been able to play before, when she had Angel Reese on the team. She's been able to play before where, she wasn't the go-to person on the team. But this year, when she became that girl, she played like this is my team. So going into next year, you're trying to tell me during her draft season, right? Let's say she want to do music and hoop. Right? Go to the WNBA, which is expected, and I believe I've heard her say that. You're telling me she's gonna get off the ball more? I ain't going for that. I'm gonna be honest with you. With the mindset that I think that she has, I'm that dog. I don't know. But she might. She seems really cool. She might. Don't know. Then Michaela Williams, dog. Very ball dominant. Can play inside, outside. Has success inside, outside. Like I said, versatility wins. So if you a big guard and as strong as she is, you take somebody inside, it's a bucket every time. But those three guards, right? What I will say is, like I said, Milaysia needs to go somewhere where she can do her. I believe that playing under Kim Mulkey, she's going to be able to do her. Because if you watch the games, Kim Mulkey lets the guards do the guards. Now, as far as the post, if you go watch some games, they make a mistake. Go get her. You see the post players doing this number. Go get her. It's go get her. Go get her. Go get her. Go get her. Out the game. What is she doing? The guards come down. Boop. Ain't no go get her. It's just, it is what it is. So she's going to be able to play her game. Now, what I want you to do is go back, specifically, watch LSU versus South Carolina. Watch the third quarter. Watch the third quarter. Milaysia, and this is me speaking from a trainer's perspective. I feel like it's a lot of one-on-one training going on from what it looks like. It doesn't look like a lot of team situational training going on. And that's where, to me, she struggles because it's a lot of breakdowns, and I don't know what type of training she does. I don't know who her trainer is. It's a lot of breakdowns in the defense that she does not read good. She'll go straight into the defender without a secondary, right? Defense breaks down, they squeeze because they know she's not getting off the ball. And she doesn't get off the ball. So now you have a charge, a turnover, charge or a turnover, right? Or a bad pass. Defense, you drive to your left, your weak side, right? You have a squeeze coming this way, you have a squeeze coming this way. All right? This person is definitely open. Corner. Strong side corner, definitely open. All right? Weak side corner, depending on where weak side corner is, definitely open. All right? Not definitely open. Some of the times open. If they're deep corner and they cut to the basket, open. She doesn't read that. Or, okay, I'm going to get the shot off. All right, let me get to the sweet spot, which would be the 2-footed floater or, just a quick floater. Doesn't happen. All right? She's long. She gets tips on defense. But as far because you guys are like block, I seen some of you guys talking about her defense is not that bad. She be blocking shots and whatever, right? Getting steals. Yeah, she's very long, so she does tip shots and she will block shots. But the one-on-one defense needs improvement. The off-ball defense needs improvement. I said the same thing about Juju, right? I said her one-on-one defense needs improvement. Now her one-on-one defense improved. 8 block shots in 1 game. All right? And that improved in season. Second, Simone Augustus. I think Simone Augustus will be a phenomenal coach for her. Assistant coach for her. I think that being a player and being a coach is 2 different things, right? So I don't know how Simone Augustus is as a coach, all right? But I know that if she's a player's coach and she gets in that lab, right, let's get some work in. Just like Lisa Leslie was doing with Angel Reese. Let's get some work in. Let's go to the gym. Let's get some work in. And she's able to work with Fulwiley and she respects her because Simone Augustus is a dog. And let's not Hall of Famer, LSU legend. Let's not do it. If she gets in the lab with her, she can teach her some things. And I'm hoping that that's what happens because when I see Milaysia as a trainer, I'm like, the equilibrium sometimes is looking off. The balance, the decision making. I don't know if it's confidence, because if it's confidence, that would make sense. Like, okay, maybe she looks like Jungle Ball, because it's just the confidence. Maybe that's why she looks like that, right? Because, like I said, it's inconsistent. Like, the good games versus the bad games. The good games versus the bad games are consistent. The good games are inconsistent. And then go back and watch the LSU game like I said. Dawn wasn't just pulling her out the game. She wasn't just yanking her. When I think she came down I might try to put it in here. She came down one time, shot a 3, ill-advised, right? Went back down, came back down. I think got a charge on Michaela Williams, drew a charge because she just plowed right into her, but she got the tip and then it was a leak out. Could have came right out, didn't come out. A lot of one-on-one. They set Iverson screens for her. Anybody knows that if you're getting an Iverson screen, your coach is saying, you go get a bucket. And I know you guys keep saying, talk about Dawn, like how Dawn coached her. No. You guys are being delusional. I will say Because you guys want me to talk about that South Carolina UConn game, that yes, I believe that South Carolina was unprepared. But I already said that. I said Don recruits a certain type of player. If you read between the lines, what I was saying is those girls are not fundamentally sound. So when you get out there and play against UConn and you do not have the fundamentals that require you to win that type of game, you're going to lose. That comes in a development process, though. All right? So some of those girls will be able to develop this year. South Carolina has a great roster. Go look at the roster. South Carolina has a very good roster. Now, if they look the same this year, coming up, then we could talk about some other things. But right now, we're going to talk about those kids are they're fundamentally undeveloped. So, back to Milaysia. Yes, she's at a school where her leash is going to be long. She's not going to be getting pulled out the games. Unless, like I said, the stuff that I've seen, the equilibrium issues, the balance, just looking like not a basketball player at times. If she's doing that, she's definitely going to get pulled. It doesn't matter. So she needs to work on. The thing is, here we go. When a player is fast, it's like she's thinking too fast instead of slowing the game down. If she's able to slow the game down, like Flage's able to slow the game down, Michaela Williams is able to slow the game down. I see that in those two players. I don't see that in her consistently. I think she just wants to play the game at one speed. She needs to learn pace and control and counters. All right? Last but not least, like I said, 3 guards that want the ball. It doesn't always work. What I will say is that pace is going to be crazy. They're going to be getting out in transition. You're going to have to stop them in transition. Because them is 3, say they in together. I would want to come, if it was me, I'm not trying to share the floor typically with 2 other guards at the same time at the start of the game. Let me come off the bench. At some point in the game, yes, we all rocking, right? You've seen it work, with OKC. You've seen it work with teams where one player can come off the bench and you never lose that spark. And then that one person, because that's how I was. I like coming off the bench. I hated starting because I want to have my own unit when I come out there. When I come out there, the other 2 tired, right? At some point, one of them going to exit, so it's just going to be me and another one. I prefer that. Because it's hard to get yours and get your flow when you worried about having to share the ball with 2 other ball-dominant players who've been there at the system. You knew. You just coming in. So, they going to be able to get out. In transition, they're going to be able to, if they can all score, because Michaela takes a lot of shots, Flage takes a lot of shots. 20-20, right? Sometimes they got 20 shot attempts, 17 shot attempts, 15 shot attempts. Now you got somebody else coming in that you got to distribute some shot attempts, and then you don't think the other people on the floor are going to want some shot attempts too? The other people on the floor are going to have to be role players. And it's your job as a coach to tell them, hey, when you come in, this is going to be what it is. So it'll be interesting to see what they work out. It should be, if everybody is who they say they are, or y'all say they are, it should be fun basketball. It should be very entertaining basketball if everybody does their job. And we want everybody to do their job because we want the game to grow. So, that's my analysis on that. I don't know if we're waiting on anybody else in the portal, for real. We might do a final portal analysis in the, upcoming weeks. But you know what we waiting for? We waiting for the WNBA season to start. The countdown has begun. So, until further notice, I will see you guys very soon. Peace. Bless. I'm out.